Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's Mark with GeorgeToon.com. I'm back with another Monday Morning Mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? Well, I guess you can tell by my coffee mug, I've got an old standby. Hang on 1 minute. Let me get a sip. Yeah, that's a good, delightful cup of coffee. You guessed it. If you guessed right. If you guessed Dunkin' Donuts, yeah, right there. I get these at Costco, Sam's Club, that sort of thing. Makes 150 cups. Check that out. It's the original blend, medium roast, ground coffee. This is really a good basic cup of coffee. Really terrific. And this morning I'm using my Dunkin' Donuts coffee mug. This came to the channel courtesy of Doug Thompson. Doug, thank you very much. Yeah, check that out. Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'. I don't know, do they still use that slogan? I don't know if they do or not. This is terrific. A terrific coffee mug and a terrific coffee. Hang on 1 minute. And speaking of a terrific coffee mug, check this out. This came from David Lair of Indie Brushworks, and he writes, playing around with AI, thought you might enjoy. Yeah, that is awesome. Wow, there is David right there, kind of illustrated there with the Monday Morning Mailbag coffee mug. That is absolutely awesome. AI is just amazing. And of course, we have got AI assisting us on the program. The Shave Den visit. The Shave Den song by Mark Vernick was created AI. He went into AI and learned all about AI and created AI with the graphics and the music and the lyrics and everything. That's really amazing. And here David has created an illustration using AI and a Monday Morning Mailbag coffee mug featured in it. Wow, that is absolutely fantastic. And as we like to say on the show, a good hot coffee, a trusty mug. Let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. Absolutely. Hang on, one more sip. That is really good. And hey, if you're taking me along in your morning commute, thanks very much for the lift. Really do appreciate that. If you're listening to the audio podcast this morning, thanks very much for tuning in via all those great streaming platforms out there like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube Music, YouTube, iHeartRadio, that sort of thing. Thanks very much. And again, a big thank you to David Lair for that wonderful AI illustration with the Monday Morning Mailbag coffee mug. Again, those are still for sale, and we'll have links below where you can get your very own. David, thank you again very much. And we'll also have a link to his Indie Brushworks Etsy store. He does some phenomenal work, makes some beautiful shaving brushes and other items up there. David, thanks again very much. Hey, let's check out what we have on today's show here. Let me get over to my topics like this. Just get my mouse over there, click on that. Oh yeah, we got a shaving tip this morning from me. This is one that we've probably talked about in the past, but it's always good revisiting it. Got a great Shave Den visit from Chris Bodrab. Stay tuned for that. That is terrific. We got some reminders, some updates on the giveaways. We also have some terrific refill comments, some terrific new wet shaving gear, and some questions and comments to kind of round out the show. So great to be with you this morning. Thanks so much for tuning in. Really do appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. Hey, let's get the show kicked off like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. Well, this morning's shaving tip is one I wanted to pass along to you. We've mentioned this particular tip here on the Monday Morning Mailbag and also during shave reviews in the Shave Den, and it involves an alum block. Now, if you don't happen to have a styptic pencil or a nick stick to close up a nick that's a little more substantial, but you do have an alum block, well, this will serve you well. All you have to do is run this under cold water and then apply it to the nick for about 20 to 30 seconds. And in most cases, that'll seal up the nick fairly well. Again, I highly recommend to any wet shaver, especially new wet shavers, to get a styptic pencil or a nick stick or both and have them at the ready in case you do slip up on your technique, something like that, and and you get a nick that's a little more substantial, either of these will really help in sealing up that nick. But if you don't have them at the ready, or you forget to throw them in your DOP kit, that sort of thing, and you have an alum block, run under cold water, hold it against the nick for about 20 to 30 seconds, and that should do the trick. Comment below and let me know if you've used this technique and how it's worked for you. Now, if you would like an original signed George sketch, all you have to do is send me a shaving tip. Send that shaving tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com, and if I use your shaving tip here on the Viewer Morning Shaving Tip segment of the Monday Morning Mailbag, you too will receive an original signed George sketch. So that's this morning's shaving tip. I hope you like it. Again, comment below and let me know if you use it. And we'll have more shaving tips in upcoming Monday Morning Mailbag, so stay tuned. Okay, it's time for a shave den visit.
Grab your favorite shave soap, whip it up, rich and creamy, fill your cup, boom, lather. Hot towel ready, face feels prime. A classic shave, so smooth, so fine. 30 degrees, a light touch. Let the razor do the work, no need to rush. Shave like a pro, close and neat. A shave so smooth it can't be beat. Slap on your favorite splash, feel that glow. Shave complete, now you're ready to go. Oh, boom, shave complete, you're ready to go.
Well, today's Shave Den visit comes courtesy of viewer Chris Bodrab, and he writes, "Hi Mark, hope you're having a good start to the new year. As you remember, I am a big fan of having some of my razors anodized, and over the holidays, I sent 7 of my titanium razors back to EDC Specialties to have them anodized. After getting them back, I became more interested in this process and read up on it online and watched some YouTube videos and got the equipment needed to try it myself. So in addition to the 7 razors that I had anodized by EDC Specialties, I've also included some photos of a few razors and handles that I anodized myself, and also a short video clip of the process. Anodizing basically creates color on titanium by oxidizing the outer layer of titanium, and the different colors are achieved simply by using different voltages. There is no dye or pigment involved. The liquid is clear and just contains either baking soda or what I use, triphosphate sodium, and this merely provides a conductive fluid to allow the voltage to anodize the piece that is submerged in the liquid." Wow, that is really fascinating. That's really neat. He also continues here, "Yeah, just learning about anodizing. There is a great link if people want to learn how to do this," and he provided the link, and we will provide that link below in the description. And he wraps up by saying, "It has detailed instructions and links to where you can purchase everything you need." And that comes from Chris Bodrab. Wow, that is really fascinating. So there you go. Science in the shave den. Wow, that is really neat. Anodizing your razors, your razor handles. Really fascinating. Chris, thanks so much for sending that along and sharing it with all the viewers. Really do appreciate it. Well, here's your reminder to check out shavesplash.com. This is a website that was created by viewer Lee Meyer. If you happen to have a shave soap, but you don't have an aftershave splash for it, well, shavesplash.com is a scent matching website. So you'll be able to find a complimentary aftershave scent that will go with that shaving soap. Really terrific. And they also have some great articles and features up there. So check it out. We'll have the link below, shavesplash.com, from viewer Lee Meyer. Well, the channel now has auto dub technology courtesy of Google and YouTube. And as the name suggests, it will automatically translate this audio from English into Italian, German, Portuguese, Spanish, or French. Pretty amazing. Simply click on the gear in the lower right of the video screen. A menu will pop up, and there you can select the language that you wish to hear the audio in: Italian, German, Portuguese, Spanish, or French. It translates it from English to any of those languages in real time, on the fly. Pretty amazing. Auto dub. Check it out. Well, here's your weekly reminder that the Monday Morning Mailbag is also available as a podcast. Simply get up to your favorite streaming service and search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more, Monday Morning Mailbag and more, and the Monday Morning Mailbag podcast, as well as our other podcast, Second Cup, will come right up. Both of those podcasts are available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube, and now iHeartRadio. Viewer Aaron Watson sent along this heads up regarding the Maggard Meetup for 2026. Aaron, thank you very, very much. His email heading reads, Maggard 2026 Meetup. Hey Mark, just thought I would pass this along for the 3MB. Thanks, Aaron Watson. He included the link. We'll include the link below so you can check it out and get a ticket. Here's the Cliff Notes version of what's going on this year with the Maggard Meetup for 2026. Maggard Razors will host its 9th annual wet shaving meetup on April 25th, 2026 from noon to 4 p.m. at 124 South Winter Street in Adrian, Michigan. After drawing more than 185 attendees last year, the 2026 event will cap attendance at 180 and feature up to 18 vendors. A $36 ticket includes a $14 meal voucher for select downtown restaurants, complimentary drinks throughout the day, entry into over 100 door prize drawings for those who purchase tickets before April 23rd, vendor samples, and a massive pay-it-forward table for swapping gear. Attendees can also meet well-known artisans from across the wet shaving community. An informal after-meet gathering will take place that evening at the Hampton Inn and Suites, which also offers a preferred group rate. Several other nearby hotels are available as well. So there it is. All the information regarding this year's Maggard Meetup for 2026. We'll have a link to the page below where you can get tickets and check out all the information in detail. I've got my ticket. I hope to see you there. Well, we have some giveaway updates for you this morning. We selected winners in the Great Groundhog Day giveaway this past President's Day. That was February 16th, 2026. That would be a Monday, February 16th on a Monday. And all three winners immediately claimed their prizes. So all the prizes have been sent out to all the winners. We've provided tracking numbers, and hopefully they will receive those prizes shortly. Prize package number 1 was won by David Ullman, who wrote, Hi Mark, I'm letting you know that I saw the drawing and I am claiming my prize package thanks to you and the people who donated the fabulous prizes. That's Dave Ullman. Dave, congratulations again on winning a first prize. Prize package number 2, second prize, was won by Phil Luck. And he wrote, Hello, Mark. I was the lucky winner of prize package number 2. Thank you so much. Very excited to use all these fantastic items. I don't have a Mula and have wanted one for a while. I will send a video of my unboxing and first shave with everything. Can you please pass my appreciation on to Patricia Bagwell for this most generous gift? I think it's great that Mark Bagwell's collection is going to be enjoyed for years to come, and I will thank him every time I use these items. He writes here, I never received my George sketch from the viewer tip on the Monday Morning Mailbag on December 8th, 2025. Is there any possible way I can still get that? I have a spot cleared out on my wall for it. Yes, absolutely. We've also mailed that to you, Phil. My apologies for the oversight. I don't know how that happened, but I did put it in an envelope and I mailed it to you the day after I mailed your prize package. So my sincere apologies for that, but I'm glad that we made the connection on that as well. He continues here. Thank you again, Mark, not just for this, but for all you do for the community. God bless. Phil, thank you very much for the kind words. But all the folks out there, all the fellow wet shavers and viewers of this channel make all of this possible. So I will extend your thanks to all of them. And prize package number 3, third prize, was won by Jimmy Day. And he wrote, "Hey Mark, I'm the winner of prize package number 3, Jimmy 51363. Wow, can't believe I won again." Wow, that is fabulous. Congratulations on another win. Thanks so much to you and all who donated the shave gear. Super generous. I'm pretty set on razor blades and have all that I prefer. I'd like for you to keep the bag of razor blades, and you can put it towards another giveaway or give them to the first or second prize winner. Thanks again. That's from Jimmy Day. Well, Jimmy, what we're going to do is we're going to take that, you took that bag of razor blades out, and because razor blades were included in the first 2 prize packages, we're going to go ahead and set this aside for an upcoming giveaway. So thank you very much for doing that. Really appreciate that. So just so you know, folks, it's right here. We pulled it out of the prize package, and Jimmy received everything else. Well, not yet. We don't know if he's received it at the time I'm making this video, but it's on its way. He will receive everything else. So congratulations again to Dave Ullman, Phil Luck, and Jimmy Day, our 3 big winners in the Great Groundhog Day giveaway. Now, that also reminds me that right now we have the St. Valentine's Day Love Your Shave giveaway going on right now, and we are selecting one winning name this Saturday, February 28th, sometime on Saturday. I don't know when, but we're selecting a winning name this Saturday, February 28th, 2026, in the St. Valentine's Day Love Your Shave giveaway. So make sure to enter that. We'll have a link to the video where you can see the prize package that's up for grabs, and also that's where you enter. You'll comment underneath that video and you'll enter there. So good luck to everyone on that one, and a big, big thank you to Mr. Anonymous, Brian Zions Bernstein, Patricia Bagwell, and Greg Passante for sponsoring the Great Groundhog Day giveaway. Thank you one and all, and good luck to everyone out there for the St. Valentine's Day Love Your Shave giveaway. We're selecting the winning name this Saturday. Enter today. I don't know what time I'm going to be selecting that name, so enter as soon as possible so you make that deadline, and good luck to everyone. And again, thanks to everyone for making these giveaways possible. Really, really do appreciate it. Heartfelt appreciation. Thank you, one and all. Well, you know, the wet shaving community is really, really a wonderful community, and you always hear about a member going through some challenge in life, and the rest of the community just really rallies behind them. A couple of situations here that I wanted to share with you from fellow wet shavers and viewers. The first one came from James Sefton. James has been a wonderful supporter of the channel. You've heard his name often. And he sent along this photo of his grandkid's dog, Boaz. And he wrote, "Mark, my daughter just sent this picture and it helped me a lot. My mom passed away on Friday. She was 87 and had Alzheimer's. I thought I was prepared for it, but I wasn't. I don't think you can be. At least now she's not being held prisoner in her own mind. Please keep me and my family in your prayers. Thank you, James." James, absolutely. I'll remember you and your entire family and your mom in my daily prayers, as I'm sure everyone else in the viewing audience will also be doing the same. So I'm very, very sorry for your loss. God bless your mother, and may perpetual light shine upon her face. He also followed up with this. And he wrote, "Mark, I just ordered an Aldi Works stainless razor, long handle, medium aggressive, in honor and memory of my mom. And every time I use it, I will think of her." That is really, really sweet, James. We always talk about these great connections with family members through our shaving gear. And this is really, really wonderful to hear that you're honoring your mother and her memory by associating her with a really, really nice piece of shaving gear. And I know whenever I use the razor that belonged to my dad, or I use a butterscotch shaving brush, I think of my mom, I think of my dad, and this is a great way. This is a really, really great way to honor your mother. So again, our thoughts and prayers are with you. Deepest sympathy and condolences. But again, God bless your mom, and we're thinking of you and your family at this time right now. We also heard from Beth Jones. Beth has been an absolutely wonderful supporter of this channel. She's contributed to this channel in many, many ways, and she allowed me to share this news with everyone out there. And she wrote an email, and the subject of the email reads, "My husband Jim has had a stroke." And she wrote, "Dear Mark, just want to let you know that I will be out of touch for an undetermined amount of time. Jim has sustained a hemorrhagic stroke and is now in NICU, but is greatly improving. That is neuro-intensive care unit. Right now, my time and focus must be on Jim, and I will update as much as I can. Thanks so much for understanding and for being a friend. Please pray for Jim." She also added this in a follow-up email. "Yes, please share with the viewers. We appreciate all the prayers from everyone. Jim is much improved today. Unfortunately, the stroke occurred on the right side of the brain and his left side is affected, and Jim is left-handed. We are looking at a long recovery. Thanks so much once again." And that's from Beth Jones. Beth, we will absolutely remember your husband Jim in our thoughts and prayers, and pray for a really good, strong recovery and a really, really good outcome to this health challenge right now. So it sounds like there is some good news, and everything is moving in a good direction. So yeah, absolutely. So folks, please remember Beth, her husband Jim, and their entire family in this time of need in your thoughts and prayers. And Beth, absolutely, I'll remember you and Jim and your entire family in my daily prayers. So folks, I just wanted to pass that along because the wet shaving community is such a wonderful community and family. And I know that many of you out there, all of you out there, will be sending along good thoughts and prayers to James Sefton and Beth and Jim Jones and their entire families. Thanks again, folks. Well, what do you know? Coffee's getting low, that time of the show. Let's go back for a refill. Well, great to be with you this morning. I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did. Hang on 1 minute. Let me get another sip here. Oh, yeah, that's a great standby coffee. A great basic all-around coffee. Dunkin' Donuts, original blend, medium roast. Boy, this is terrific. Like it a lot. And you can break this out anytime, and it'll fit it'll fit in just right. That's what I wanted to say. It'll fit in just right to whatever your daily routine is. Hang on 1 minute. One more sip. Yeah, and a big, big thank you to Doug Thompson for the Dunkin' Donuts coffee mug. Yeah, you got to have a Dunkin' Donuts coffee mug if you're enjoying a cup of Dunkin' Donuts coffee. And I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning again. And is your coffee healthy? If you want to find out if the coffee you're drinking is healthy, well, check out the Black Coffee Life. That's Mantic 59's website, where he talks about all the health benefits of drinking black coffee. And also check out the Lockhorns. Someday we'll look back on this and quickly change the subject hardcover book collection of some great Lockhorns cartoons. And we still have plenty of year left. So if you need a calendar, check out the Lockhorns 2026 Laugh-A-Day calendar. Both of those by my good friends Bunny Host and John Reiner. We'll have links to those where you can get them on Amazon. Check them out. Hang on, one more sip. That is terrific. Really, really very, very good. All right, let's check out some of these refill comments right here. Oh, we got some comments regarding the review we did of the Gold Replatech. This ran last week. Wow, what a shave. Ow, ow, stinging. Man, did it sting. And that's what Luke Cool Hands writes about. Love the burn. Never see that on your channel ever. Yeah, it just really, it was stinging after the alum block. It was stinging after the aftershave. And the reason why you never see a lot of stinging in my reviews is because I use the alum block, first of all, to knock down the excess irritation and that sort of thing. I get some zings here and there, but I also prefer and use milder razors. So I think that's why I'm not getting a lot of stinging. And this time around with the Gold Replatech, man, oh man, was that a wake up. So check out that review last week. It was very, very surprising. A big thank you to Dave Dart for sending this along to the channel. His shave was similar from what he was sharing with us on previous Monday morning mailbags. But yeah, this has a lot of growl. Certainly not a daily shaver for me at all. Yeah, check out the review. You'll see what we're talking about. So Luke Cool Hands, thanks for that. Well, David Dart commented as well. Mark, good morning. Your shave was very much on par with my results. I had a shave this morning using my Edwin Jagger 316 with a Vikings blade mild blade, and it occurred to me that it might be a good choice to use in the Replatech razor. I'm going to try that because I find that blade mild and efficient. I'll let you know. David, please do. I'm really interested in hearing your results, but I can tell you from the one shave that I've had with this, man, this thing has got a lot of growl. Now, if you have 2, 3, 4 days worth of beard growth, you can use this to knock that down on the first pass, and then I would set it aside and get a mild razor to finish up the shave. That's kind of the way I look at it. Or maybe even that one pass will be enough with this razor. Boy, it's got a lot of growl. It really does. A really high efficiency. I guess you could say that it's a very aggressive razor. I guess this really has a lot of growl. Let me put it that way. But David, really interested in hearing how that Vikings blade, mild razor blade, works in the Gold Replatech. So thanks very much for that. And thank you very, very much for sending this razor along to the channel and allowing me to share with all the viewers. Really, really do appreciate that. Mike H. 9701 writes, "Hi Mark, great shave and razor review. Thank you. Definitely sounds like a razor that requires your full attention when using it for a shave. Have a wonderful rest of the week and best regards as always, Mark." Mike, that's a great way of putting it. It requires your full attention. You have to really watch yourself and really, really watch your technique. And I found that there seemed to be a sweet spot to the shave angle where things smoothed out. But even then, man, it was very, very close. Again, a lot of stinging from the alum block and the aftershave splash. So you're absolutely correct, Mike. It requires your full attention and watch your technique if you use one of these Gold Replatechs. A lot of growl. Thank you very much for that, Mike. Really do appreciate it. This comes from Bradley Cred 99. "I really enjoy your Monday morning mailbag, Mark." Hey, Bradley, thanks very much for saying that. I really do appreciate that. Again, all the viewers out there make this show and channel possible. So thanks to everyone out there. RH Dave Shaves. This comes from Dave Wilson. He writes, "Excellent show, Mark. Thanks very much. Always appreciate the time and effort you take to make these. Yes, the viewers are critical to the process, but your contribution is significant. Cheers and a great week to you too." Dave, thanks very much. It's very kind of you to say. I love putting the show together. It does take some time. And sometimes I will get behind in my correspondence with folks out there. So I appreciate your patience in allowing me a little extra time to reply to you, because sometimes I'm editing this show, or I'm editing a review, or I'm recording a review, or I'm getting things prepared in show notes for an upcoming Monday morning mailbag. And I really, really appreciate everyone's patience and understanding. So I just wanted to mention that. So if you've sent me something and I haven't replied, please give me a little bit of time. And if you haven't heard from me, send me a nudge, send me another follow-up message or email, whatever it is. So I really do appreciate your patience and your understanding when it comes to correspondence, folks. Thank you very, very much. And Dave, thanks very much for the kind words. Really do appreciate it. This comes from Robert Seals, 9148. Fantastic 3MB as always, Mark. I'm a big fan of Saponificio Veracino's 80th anniversary set. I even like it so much that I picked up the EDP. The scent really reminds me of Bleu de Chanel. I've collected quite a few other SV sets over the years and can't recommend them enough. Their soaps and splashes are among my absolute favorites. Whenever I want an elegant, classy shave, I always reach for one of my SV sets. Looking forward to catching up at the Maggard Meetup. Have an awesome week. Go Buckeyes. Thanks very much for that, Robert. Really do appreciate it. We'll catch up with each other at the Maggard Meetup. Let's get a picture. Let's let's get a picture together. Looking forward to seeing you there. And this is in regards to the review that Robert Ross did of Saponificio Veracino 80th anniversary set. Yeah, there you go. Saponificio Veracino. Takes a little getting used to pronouncing that name, but he did an absolutely wonderful review, Robert Ross did, of this great shaving soap. And Robert, thanks for confirming how wonderful the brand and shaving soap and all their products are. Thanks very, very much. And again, see you at the Maggard Meetup. Bill Murphy checked in. Great show again, Mark. Going into the low 60s this week and wish it would stay around for a while. Making a list of things to look at and ask about at the Maggard Meetup. Have a wonderful week. Yeah, we've had a little run of warm weather in the middle 50s to lower 60s. It's been great. The snow's been melting, but the cold is right around the corner again. Or maybe the groundhog was right. No, maybe the groundhog was wrong. Maybe he was wrong because he said 6 more weeks of winter. Maybe we're getting an early spring, and he was wrong. But Bill, that's a great tip. Make a list of what you want to see at the Maggard Meetup. Like little reminders of what artisans to visit and what other items to look for when you're at the Maggard Meetup and also at the Maggard store. Yeah, great tip. Thanks very much for that, Bill. Really do appreciate it. Andrew Hill, 1965, checked in. Good morning. Great show. A very good new gear segment today. I've added several new things to my list now. Laugh out loud. Oh, and looking forward to seeing you again at the Maggard Meetup this year. Have a great week. Hey, Andrew, looking forward to seeing you at the Maggard Meetup again. Let's get a picture together. Going to be great seeing everyone there. I hope you get a ticket. Again, we talked about it previously on the show. We'll have links below where you can get tickets and learn all about the Maggard Meetup. If you've never been to it, check it out. It is terrific. And this also is a reminder that we got from David Lair. The Razor Company has their meetup the next day on Sunday. So check that out. We'll have a link to that where you can get more information regarding their meetup, their get-together the following day. And they're about 45 minutes outside of Adrian, Michigan. So we'll have all that information below. So Andrew, thanks for that reminder. It kind of jogged my memory. Really, really do appreciate that. Steve M, 1563 writes, Hi, Mark. I am telling you, you need to try Chomp Burger at the Maggard Meetup. Great burgers. Anyways, I enjoyed the show and have a fantastic week. Hey, Steve, thanks for the recommendation. We usually do Culver's. Now, I do Culver's because Culver's is more on my way out of town going towards the Ohio Turnpike and a little easier just to kind of go that way. Chomp Burger, you know what? I might consider doing that. That sounds wonderful, and it might be a nice change of pace and also, patronizing a local eatery there. So we'll see what happens. We'll play it by ear, but thank you very much for the recommendation. Really, really do appreciate that. And so what if I have to go a little bit this way, then come back that way to get to the Ohio Turnpike? If it's a good burger, hey, it'll be worth it. Jason NYC 2006 writes, Hi, Mark. As usual, another great 3MB. We need to encourage new and seasoned wet shavers on the joys of using lather catcher razors. They are such a priceless part of traditional wet shaving. You know what? I am really intrigued. Lather catchers, I've heard viewers talk about them. I'm going to keep a lookout for one or two, depending on the price point, and see if we can't get one into the shave den in here on the Monday Morning Mailbag. Thanks very much for mentioning that, Jason. He continues here. My mother, who worked in the theater for 50 plus years, says you are happy, relaxed, confident, and a natural showman. Well, thank you very much for that. Tell your mother thank you very, very much from her. And coming from her and her theater experience, that's a very, very high compliment. I am very, very flattered by that. Tell her for me, thank you very, very much. Sincere appreciation for that. And really, that's very, very encouraging. Thank you very, very much. So thanks again, Jason. Really do appreciate that. Jimmy V Photography checked in and he writes, sitting here enjoying my morning coffee out of the tough mug. And man, I really wish I had discovered this thing years ago. It has easily become my daily driver and favorite mug by a mile. You weren't kidding about the heat retention either. My coffee maker puts it out at around 185 degrees Fahrenheit, so I usually drop in 3 ice cubes, which bring it down right around 140 degrees Fahrenheit. Perfect. Easily slurpable temperature for me. I always keep the lid on too, so there's zero chance of splash or spill. I've been using the lids for so long now that drinking from a mug without one just feels strange. Yeah, this tough mug, Jimmy sent one to the channel. Thank you again very, very much, Jimmy. It's got this great insulation. It's stainless steel. It's got this great barbell handle, which also kind of mimics the knurling of a razor handle. And it's got this great lid here to keep the coffee in. And yeah, it'll keep the coffee good and warm or hot, depending on what you put in there, for a good long time. Yeah, he continues here. I used to carefully measure my water when building lather, but I've gotten away from that. These days, I keep it simple. I start with a well-soaked Phoenix shaving brush, give it a light squeeze, swirl on the soap for about 10 seconds, then build a lather for roughly a minute. After that, I do a quick half dip of just the tips of the brush and continue building for another minute. Every now and then I reverse direction and rotate the brush a bit. Seems to really help dial everything in nicely. You know, this is something that I need to do. I need to change direction and rotate that brush a little bit. I'm kind of locked in without rotating the brush and just going in one direction. Comment below and let us know how you handle a shaving brush when you're building a lather. Are you rotating the brush a little bit in your hand? Are you reversing directions, going back and forth, one way clockwise and then counterclockwise? Let us know in the comments below. And does it help speed up the lathering process? I'm really curious about that. Jimmy continues here, and I gotta say, I absolutely love that Shave Den Visit jingle. It's catchy, fun, and that graphic is awesome too. Yeah, you know what? This again was Mark Vernick. We talked about that at the beginning of the show. He did a great job in creating the Shave Den theme song and all the graphics, the lyrics, the music, the vocals, everything. And he used AI. He's learned so much about AI. Very, very talented when it comes to using AI. So a big thank you again to Mark Vernick. It's just become a staple of the show. Thank you again, Mark. And Jimmy, thank you for saying so. I agree with you. It's terrific. He says here, once again, Jim manages to track down some really cool finds. I keep telling myself that when I travel to different cities, I should remember to hunt down a few antique stores and see what kind of vintage shave gear I can uncover. There's always treasure out there if you look. Yeah, Jim from Northfield has been sharing some great vintage shaving gear that he has found at antique stores, and some that he has found at antique stores out of town when he goes out of town. Yeah, and it's something I need to remember as well, to whenever I'm out of town, to go to an antique store and see what they have there in the way of vintage shaving gear. I also have Captain Smythe's Bay Rum, and I completely agree. It's fantastic, top shelf Bay Rum. The leather note really comes through strong without that gunpowder punch you get from Boomtown. Personally, I still enjoy that bold gunpowder in a bottle character from the Boomtown line, but for variety and refinement, Captain Smythe's is absolutely brilliant. Great stuff as always, my friend. Jimmy, thank you very much. I really do appreciate the kind words. And yeah, we talked about Captain Smythe's Bay Rum, and we also mentioned Boomtown. Boy, both of these are great from Phoenix Shaving. Check them out. Kind of a leather Bay Rum combination. Really, really terrific. So Jimmy, thanks again for the reminder on those. Really, really do appreciate it. If you missed a review on those, on Captain Smythe's with the mention of Boomtown, last week's Monday Morning Mailbag in New Wet Shaving Gear. That's where we discussed it. Jimmy, thanks again very, very much. This comes from Brian McCarthy, 1322. Another great show. How do you keep up the energy? Must be love. About an older man's beard not showing up like Fred Flintstone's in camera, here's a trick. Rub a white-colored post-shave balm onto the stubble. The white color will make that beard shine like a skunk's back. Show that at the beginning of the video, and there will be no doubt that you can actually grow hair. Keep up the good work and ignore any and all negative comments as they offer nothing you need or want. Brian, thank you very, very much. That's a trick I might try. Now, I don't know. When I do the pre-shave lather, that's white. Does that come through? I mean, I've got the pre-shave lather on there. I think that will show the beard a little more with 1 day's worth of beard growth. I'll have to go back and see. I just did a shave review where I had the pre-shave lather in place, so maybe I'll do a zoom to show that there's a little bit of stubble there. It was 1 day's worth of beard growth. It's worth going back and looking at the footage that I recorded. So thanks very much for that tip, Brian. I really do appreciate it. Almost almost tipped that. Good save. Great mug. Thanks, Jimmy. This comes from RJ Wright, RW30. Talk about lousy timing on my part. I just finished my last puck of Williams last week. Oh, this is in regards to Barber Dave's Williams mug shave soap shave challenge on his channel. Check out his channel. We'll have a link to it below. And it's a shave challenge using a Williams mug shave soap puck. RJ continues here. I have a vintage original formula puck that was gifted to me about 2 years ago. I only use it for special shaves. I love Williams, a fantastic cheap soap. I had a hunch a while back to buy all the pucks of it that Wegmans had on their shelf. At only $1, it was always a great deal. But I didn't, and a week later they were gone. And it was around then that Williams was no longer being made. Now that $1 puck is going for $50 each on eBay. Oi! Anyways, have a great week. Yeah, I guess that's the rule of scarcity. If you can't get it, the price is going to go up. So, yeah, I have a couple of pucks of Williams mug shave soap. I have a vintage puck that I have yet to crack open and use. Now, there is a question of formulation. The Williams mug shave soap puck that you could have gotten, say, 5-10 years ago was, as I understand it, a different formulation from the vintage, earlier Williams soap. Comment below and let me know if you happen to know the history of the Williams mug shave soap puck. Let me know, and it would be great if it came back at only $1 a puck. Yeah, a lot of wet shavers loved it because it was affordable, it made a great lather, and again, there was some debate as to whether the newer formulation and the original formulation, which one was better, or was it identical? I'm not entirely sure. Please comment below and let us know. RJ, thanks so much for the comment. Really do appreciate it. I'm sorry you missed out on that Williams mug shave soap. A lot of us did, and I know that we would love to have it, but $50 a puck, man. Again, if you can find it for $1 a puck, snap it up. Absolutely. Thanks again, RJ. Really do appreciate it. And that wraps up this week's refill segment. My thanks to everyone who commented and contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some new wet shaving gear. Well, it just dropped this past weekend from Phoenix Shaving. Here it is, Outer Spice, an homage to Old Spice, Schulten's Old Spice. Boy, this is a good one. We have both the shave soap and the aftershave splash right there. Boy, this is the classic Old Spice scent. We're going to give you the Cliff's Notes version here from their product page. Outer Spice is a faithful, heartfelt homage to the original Schulten's Old Spice, the iconic fragrance that shaped generations of men long before modern reformulations dulled its legacy. For Douglas, it was the very first aftershave he used at age 15, a scent woven into the fabric of everyday masculinity. Back then, Old Spice wasn't a gimmick or a punchline. It was simply what men wore. Fathers, grandfathers, barbers, teachers, mentors, and servicemen all carried that unmistakable aroma stored in heavy glass bottles on porcelain sinks. It helped define grooming for an entire generation. Introduced in 1938, Schulten's Old Spice became inseparable from American servicemen during World War II. It traveled overseas in duffel bags and footlockers, splashed on before leave, before dances, and before shipping out again. When millions returned home, they brought the scent with them, cementing Old Spice as an American institution through the 1940s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. Its formula, rich spice, a refined floral backbone, warm amber, and unmistakable depth, remained remarkably consistent. And in a fun twist of history, the fragrance actually began as a woman's perfume in 1937, which explains the elegant floral thread that always ran beneath the spice. Everything changed in 1990 when Procter & Gamble acquired the brand. Reformulations followed, driven by cost-cutting and modern regulations, and the original character faded. Out of respect, Douglas avoided creating a direct homage for years, releasing Cold Spices and later Oud Spice as reinterpretations or studies, but never a true reconstruction. It felt too personal, too iconic to approach lightly. That changed in 2026 with the release of Outer Spice, a straight-up tribute crafted without gimmicks, cooling agents, or modern reinterpretations. Built from lived experience and deep affection, it mirrors the original structure, a bright opening of citrus, lemon, bergamot, nutmeg, and clary sage, a classic heart of geranium, lavender, carnation, pimento berry, and jasmine, and a warm grounding base of vanilla, amber, woods, spice, musk, and tonka. For anyone who wore Schulten's Old Spice or loves someone who did, Outer Spice delivers an immediate, unmistakable return. It isn't nostalgia for nostalgia's sake. It's a salute to a fragrance that crossed oceans, survived war, shaped generations, and defined what men's grooming once meant. And this time, the homage comes without compromise. Shave on. Yes, absolutely. Outer Spice is a wonderful homage to Schulten's Old Spice. If you love Old Spice, you are gonna love Outer Spice right there. Check out, I got the holographic label. That's why the light is playing with it a little bit. A marvelous, marvelous scent. Oh, that's great. Man, oh man, brand new tub. You can see I probably scraped out a little bit already, okay? Because we've got the review completed. We're going to be editing and posting it very, very soon. So this is marvelous. It's great. It's great. This is marvelous. You're going to love Outer Spice. Get this for your shave den, the shave soap and the aftershave splash, especially if you are a fan of Schulten's Old Spice. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Doug, Fran, Huxley, and everyone at Phoenix Shaving did this one right. This is Schulten's Old Spice. My thanks to Doug, Fran, Huxley, and everyone at Phoenix Shaving for very kindly sending along Outer Spice to the channel and allowing me to share it with all the viewers. It dropped this past weekend. We got a review launching pretty soon. Check it out. We'll have links below from Phoenix Shaving, Outer Spice. Give it a look. Well, this morning we have a shave soap from Yaqi to share with you that's perfect for the warmer weather that we know is right around the corner. And since we've had like a bit of a warming trend here weather-wise, this is a perfect time to introduce this one from Yaqi, Mentholated Pina Colada. Wow, this is a collaboration between Master Soap Creations and Yaqi, and Master Soap Creations created an exclusive soap base for the Yaqi shave soaps. These are marvelous. They lather wonderfully, and this scent is marvelous. I'm already getting the menthol. Oh my gosh, and the pineapple and coconut come through clear as a bell. Boy, this is terrific. And here's what they have to say on the product page. This is the same ever so popular Pina Colada chillers, but with brand new artwork. Indulge in the tropical scent of Pina Colada infused with refreshing menthol in our rich and creamy shaving soap. This unique blend of pineapple and coconut fragrances will transport you to a tropical paradise, while the menthol provides a cooling sensation to soothe and calm your skin. Yeah, perfect for that warm weather that's just around the corner. Again, from Yaqi and Master Soap Creations, Mentholated Pina Colada. Boy, again, a great scent, great menthol vibe there. Really terrific. Oh, yeah, really, really great. Excited about this one. We're going to get a review done on this because it is really, really marvelous. And they also have a matching aftershave splash. My thanks to Grace Chen and everyone at Yaqi for very kindly sending this along to the channel and allowing me to share it with all the viewers out there. From Yaqi and Master Soap Creations, Mentholated Pina Colada, perfect for the warmer weather that's right around the corner. Give it a look. Well, we've got a new triple milled shaving soap to share with you this morning. Now, we got the heads up on this from, I think it was Beth Jones, if I recall correctly. Maybe yes, maybe no, or if it was you out there, please comment below and let me know so I can correct the record. Anyhow, we were given a heads up that Bull Goose Shaving had a buy one, get one on Asylum Levante shaving soap right here. Check that out. This is a triple milled shaving soap, and here's what they write about it on their product page. Asylum shaving soap is made for us by a top-tier shaving soap manufacturer in Spain. This triple milled hard soap lathers like a champ and produces rich, creamy, and protective lather that is also very moisturizing thanks to the generous dose of shea butter. The scent is based on a classic Spanish scent that features rosemary, orange blossom, bergamot, and lemon. How about that? Oh yeah. I can just barely get it through the wrapper. And I got a couple of these because I did do the buy one, get one. And you know what? I ordered it. I forgot about it. And it arrived. And I set it aside. And I forgot about it again. But I wanted to show it to you. This is available at Bull Goose Shaving. And they also have this available with a beautiful Asylum black wooden bowl. And the puck fits in there perfectly from what they say. And I happen to already have a wooden bowl right here, okay? And this fits fairly well, okay? Fairly well. There's a little bit of slop there, but I'm still going to use it in this bowl here, and I think it'll be fine. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, with a triple milled soap like this, I think if I wet the soap puck and maybe put a little bit of water in the bottom of the bowl here and just put that in there and let it sit, I think it'll stick, then the next day you come back to it, it should stick in place. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, or if you have a method of, kind of getting a smaller puck into a larger bowl so it doesn't move around too much. What do you do? I don't want to melt it down. I don't want to chop or dice it up or anything like that. I want to leave it in its original puck size. And I'm thinking maybe just a little bit of water on the bottom and just putting it in the bowl like that will allow it to adhere. So if you have a wooden bowl and you know how to do that, let me know in the comments below. And again, this is a nice scent through the wrapper. I'm sure it's really going to burst forward when I unwrap it and do a review of it. But triple milled soap, it's a hard soap, so really looking forward to using this and doing a brush load and probably a face lather. That's kind of what we're going to do. And I think I'm going to use this bowl right here. All right, if I come across something else in the shave den that will work a little bit better, then we'll switch around last minute. But for now, I think I'll use this and we'll see what happens. But again, if I find something better, that works better, yeah, they'll be a little bit deeper, maybe that sort of thing. We'll see what we can. We'll see how it goes. Okay, that kind of thing. But this looks pretty close to what they're offering online. So check it out from Bull Goose Shaving, Asylum, Levante, triple milled shaving soap, and you can get the refills. You can also get the soap with the optional wooden bowl. And I think there's another bowl up there as well. Well, anyhow, we'll link to it. You can check it out from Bull Goose Shaving, Asylum, Levante, triple milled shaving soap, all the way from Spain. Let's do it this way. Okay, give it a look. And that wraps up this week's look at new wet shaving gear. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some of these questions and comments. Well, in previous Monday morning mailbags, we have been sharing with you aftershave talc products from Yardley of London. Here's the Imperial Sandalwood right here. And we also have the Gentleman Classic aftershave talc from Yardley, London. And these came from James Sefton. James, thank you very, very much. But RH Dave Wilson, sent along the following email. Hi, Mark. Enjoying this week's 3MB as always, but wanted to raise a caution flag about using powders that contain talc. Not all of them are dangerous, but it seems some can be. Using DuckDuckGo's search assistant, AI, I found the following answer to my query: is aftershave talc dangerous? We'll put that image on screen that Dave sent along here. And here's the bottom line in the conclusion. While using talc in aftershave may not pose immediate dangers, the potential for asbestos contamination and the mixed evidence regarding cancer risks suggest caution. It is advisable to select talc-free products for personal care. A talc-free product would be Proraso. Proraso is a cornstarch-based product, and this was sent to the channel courtesy of viewer Jamie Horn. Jamie, thank you very, very much. It's not a true talc. It's cornstarch. It has a great Proraso scent, and I guess some would consider it a little safer. Now, I also did some research, and here's kind of like the I guess you could say the Cliff Notes version of the Yardley of London products. Talc products are regulated, and the ones that are in US, UK, EU markets, that sort of thing, are supposed to be regulated to be asbestos free. Do your own research, do your own deep dive, but from what I saw online, Yardley of London, it falls into the safe category. It's regulated to be asbestos free. How much of a guarantee is there? I cannot say. But, well, let me get you a little bit here of what they say here, okay? It says here, cosmetic talc products sold in regulated markets, US, UK, EU, India, must be asbestos-free and supported by safety documentation. Yardley Sandalwood and Yardley Gentleman Talcs, are they considered safe? They are cosmetic grade talcs, which must comply with modern safety standards requiring asbestos-free sourcing. There are no recalls, warnings, or legal actions associated with Yardley talc products in the sources reviewed. You know what? Do your own deep dive for your own peace of mind, but it is worth pointing out, my thanks to Dave Wilson for bringing this up, because, yeah, there could be some talc products that are not asbestos-free that don't go through the regulation. It seems that Yardley London products go through that regulatory and meet those requirements to be asbestos-free, as far as I can see right now at this moment. But again, use your own good judgment, do your own deep dive. And again, if you want to avoid talc altogether, get the cornstarch-based Parasso. This is a very, very good aftershave talc. Again, a big thank you to Jamie Horn. So there you go. A really nice cautionary note from Dave Wilson, RH Dave Shaves. Thank you very, very much for this, Dave. Again, folks, I'll leave it to you. Do your own due diligence. Dave did an AI search. I did an AI search. We came up with pretty much the same kind of information. Some talcs are asbestos-free, some maybe not. Do your own research when it comes to this particular matter. And Dave, thanks again very, very much for pointing this out. Really do appreciate it. Well, we have more talc talk. Say that 5 times fast. We have more talc talk, courtesy of Roderick McLeod, and he writes, Mark, I too have a tin of the Yardley Sandalwood talc. I also have some of the Elegance scented powder and aftershave. Both are very nice, available from Amazon. Here's a photo of the scent notes for the Elegance. Hey, thanks very much for that, Roderick. Really do appreciate that. And he says that the aftershave is currently unavailable on Amazon. A quick Google search shows that it's available on eBay and a lot of websites that cater to Indian Americans, most of which also stock the powder, many in a larger 250-gram tin. He goes on to say, the Yardley is a very good sandalwood talc, but there is one that I think is better. It's the Mysore Sandal talc. Now that's spelled M-Y-S-O-R-E. I think that's how it's pronounced, Mysore. It's available in 2 sizes on Amazon, 300 gram and 100 gram. The 300 gram is a much better deal. It's produced by a company that distills, sells, and manufactures multiple products with locally grown sandalwood. Their soap is very good too. No shave soap from them though. And he has a link to where you can see some more of this information. Sadly, Amazon tends to ship these items in bags instead of well-packed boxes. That leads to damage. The containers are very large, which makes them inconvenient for travel, and they have the potential to lose a lot of product if dropped. They're also a bit of a pain to use when brand new and full, like an overfilled salt shaker. To remedy this, I purchased some of these convenient powder shaker bottles that make using the powder easier at home and on the road. The tops of pretty much any large talc bottle or tin can be carefully pried off to pour into the small bottles via a funnel. It's easier with the funnel that has a relatively large bottom opening and can be assisted by using a bamboo skewer or some other long, slim item that can be inserted and swirled around. It's easier to dispense from these if some room is left in the bottle, so you can give it a shake to loosen the powder up. He also has a link to those products there, sent that along. He also sent along a history of the Mysore Sandal factory. We'll provide that link below. A video about the factory. You'll even hear the correct pronunciation of Karnataka. Karnataka, I'm trying it right now. Hopefully I got it right. 80% TFM is mentioned. TFM is total fatty matter. We'll get that link for you as well as an explanation of TFM. And then he concludes by saying, I think that's a big enough data dump for today. Thanks for all you do. Roderick, thank you very, very much for all this great information regarding Talc. Really, really do appreciate it. Folks, we'll have all those links below. Roderick, thanks again very, very much. Well, last week we were talking about the soap spoon right here. We introduced you to the soap spoon right here by Andy Kaiser. We'll have a link to it where you can get your very own. And somebody, I can't remember who, my apologies, mentioned that it looked like a skate key. Well, we received this email from Joel Turano who wrote, Hi Mark, these were the skates that had a skate key. I had a few pairs when I was maybe 10 years old. The key would adjust the clamps to your shoes and adjust the length of the skate. We used to play street hockey with them. It was a lot of fun. Eventually, one skate wheel would wear out. When that happened, you would separate the other skate to a 2x4, attach a milk crate, and you had a scooter. That's fantastic. Wow. I remember seeing these kind of milk crate scooters like on television and in comic strips and that sort of thing, but I never saw one firsthand growing up. He sent along another email and said, when I was about 10, all my childhood friends had these type of street skates. We used to play street hockey. How about that? That is great. What a great childhood memory, having those adjustable skates and a milk crate skate scooter. That's terrific. That really is. Joel, thanks so much for sharing that with all the viewers out there. Really do appreciate it. And all brought about because all these great memories brought about because we talked about the soap spoon. Check it out. We'll have a link below. Joel, thanks again very, very much. And that wraps up another Monday Morning Mailbag. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/Mark Zarady, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review on this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Hey, we have another double take cartoon puzzle this week. Try to find the differences between the two cartoon panels. If you need more time, just pause the video or try to find all the differences before time runs out. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.